Hello everyone, welcome to jobskillshare.org. This is Danish and today I'm going to add a new video, and this video will be added in our playlist, which is IT Career Questions 2019. And if you want to search it, go to YouTube, search JobSkillshare, click on playlist, and then you will see this playlist. You should watch my first two videos where I explain that you can get a job without any IT job, without any experience or certification, but there's consequences to that, there's disadvantages to that. And then I basically showed a step-by-step kind of like information that what you need to in the second video I basically showed that what you need to do to prepare yourself for entry-level position, and we talked a lot about different things. In this video I am going to be talking about a specific area or specific people. And the question would be, we get these type of questions mostly on our site. People come in, they join this site in urgency. The question is that you already applied for the position, or maybe someone told you that, hey, I'm gonna hook you up and you got an interview coming soon, get ready. And this goes back to our first video that yes, IT jobs are sometimes given to you. It's because people know you, or maybe you are you did internships with them, and then you still have the interview with the company. So this is unique in a way that so many people will prepare when they apply for jobs, and they probably would spend a lot of time and they won't need my video. And that I'm talking about, you are in the situation right now. You're watching this video because you're in the situation. You applied for the position, you got the call, and you got only 7 days, or a week, less than that. Is just basically, you consider yourself in the same situation, but it may be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you have interview coming soon. So what we need to do here, what we need to do is that we need to tell you few things to prepare yourself. And again, this is not going to be a long-term learning, which I'm going to tell you how to do that. But in this video, the target is that you got the job interview coming soon and you need to prepare yourself. But you're also in the situation where you didn't went through so much of learning. It is kind of like given to you. Like I said, maybe you passed a certification exam, you didn't do any real world type of training, because if you would have done that, I feel like you wouldn't be watching this video. So this is for you because you're in this situation. We clear that now, the question is cleared. Let's start with where you're going to start and prepare yourself quickly. Now, these courses right here, when you go to jobskillshare.org, you will of course register, and I will prefer that you register with the free membership, because these courses that you see, that the things that I'm going to talk about today is all free. But you can take a step ahead, do more investment, which I will tell you how you can do that to even practice more, which I'm going to talk to you later on. But for now, let's keep everything for free, because that's why a lot of people, that's what they want. Mostly, like, they just want to get things done without spending money and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to tell you today. First, you need to register with the free account on jobskillshare.org. Then you need to start with this course. Now, remember, we get these type of questions so many times that we have tailored this course that way, because here you are going to learn things very quickly that will be very beneficial to you when you go to the interview. So what should you focus in this course? This is a pretty big course. It's more than 80 hours. Most of this is free. Most of it is free, because some of the labs are not free. So let's talk about that. Here, my focus will be, you need to finish ticketing systems first. This is a very small course. It will lead you to a different course. So for example, you go to this section. What will happen is that inside the section, it will be basically, it will tell you that, okay, to finish this section, you need to finish a very small course, which you can finish in few hours, and that will be ticketing system right here. So when you finish this, then that's it. And now you're going to be like, okay, am I going to pay anything for this? If you want a certificate for this course, then yes, you will pay. If you don't want to pay for certification, don't worry about it. But at this point, you're mostly focused on skills. So you need to learn ticketing systems. I will guarantee you that people will ask you something about ticketing system. Do you know how to assign a call? Do you know, if there's an issue, what is the process? Do you know any softwares like Remedy, ServiceNow? You need to know these names, and that's where you're going to learn all of that stuff in this course very quickly. I'm talking about, remember that urgency, okay? So then the second thing is, Active Directory right here. This is where you're going to be focusing a lot, because if you're going to be working in an IT position, an entry level positions, in 90% of the time that I can tell you that people will ask you something about Active Directory. Do you know how to add an account in Active Directory? Or do you know how to reset a password in Active Directory? Do you know, tell us a process of adding a person in Active Directory. So they may test you on that, So not like practically, but they will probably ask you. So here you go. In that course, it will lead you to another small course, and we divided this for a reason, because when we divide it, first you're very focused, then we're not putting every single thing in one course, and then you get multiple certification based on a specific skill. And this is very, very powerful when it goes on your resume. Remember, resume of IT resume is all about that specific targeted type of terms, and that's why our templates are one of the best, because we put these type of things in the resume that makes your resume unique, and that's kind of like why it's so powerful. Then the third one, which is kind of like the trend now, every single company that you will see that ever use Exchange, they're going towards Office 365. That's the new way. I mean, there's nothing to hide about it. That's where technology is going to go. Cloud, everything is moving to cloud. Most of the environments are already hybrid, meaning they have systems in their company, and then they have emails outside of the company, which is a perfect example, and that is going to be your Office 365. So you need to finish that. So here you go. You got three hot trends that's out in the market right now, and you can even finish this in one day. They're so small, you can finish these type of courses, these type of things in one day. That's what I'm telling you. You can practice more now. You can pay for premium membership and go to the labs. For example, these are the labs that I'm talking about. You may get these type of labs, and then you may go to like a CompTIA A+, look for some type of Active Directory lab in there. Maybe if you want to move a little bit forward on that, you can probably go to a Microsoft Labs, pick let's say administrating Windows Server 2012. You will see an Active Directory lab in there, so you can make it more advanced for yourself. If you're at that level where you think that you know the basics, but you need to do more practical stuff, then of course that's where you have to pay, because these things cost money. Now, if you're just wanting to learn that and get yourself quickly prepared for that interview, then these three are very important for you to know. Okay, moving on. So of course, basic stuff like browser troubleshooting, that stuff. You probably use browser so many times, you will refresh the memory. Let's forget about that. Let's talk about specifically about something that a lot of people don't know, and that would be these two right here: software installation and deployment, and desktop imaging. These two are very important for entry-level IT position or any IT person that is in the support area, because you're always dealing with desktops, laptops, and things like that. And for a company, the main thing in their mind will be like, is this person is going to be dealing with this stuff. So they're going to match whatever they have, and then they will ask you questions related to what they have. So I'm sure a lot of people have Active Directory. If they don't, they know about it. A lot of people have ticketing systems. 99.9% of the people, I'll say, they have ticketing systems now. If they don't have it, this company is not a stable company, I'm telling you. Okay, maybe they are. I'm just saying that this is a normal trend. Okay, now after that, Office 365 is very hot right now. So many people are already moved. So no question about that. And then they're gonna specifically come a little bit more in detail. They'll talk more about skills, like what do you know a little different than these things, or you already, these things are already different than someone who has just A+ type of certification. A+ don't teach you these kind of things. So then that's where why these courses are powerful, because this is above the level of A+. This is overall making you an IT person. But since you don't have too much time, that's why I say finish these 3 mini courses first. Then you move into software installation, deployment, and desktop imaging. You still have some time, right? You still have some days. So if you had, like, let's say interview coming tomorrow, then focus on those 3. If you have more time, that's where you need to focus more over here. Software installation, deployment, and desktop imaging. People are going to ask you about this. People are going to ask you, what kind of tools do you use for desktop imaging, or have you ever deployed multiple images to different computers. So stuff like that they're going to ask you, because most of us who are new to IT, they don't know these terms. They think about a backup of a computer. Yeah, I know, I have a backup software, I do that. But no, in IT we do a little bit different. We deploy things. We do, in, we have 40 computers, 300 computers, so we got to know some tools to make this work. Other than that, this is not a job that, it's not a manual job. You can't do that. This is going to take you forever then, and they won't hire you, because if you don't know this stuff, they're not going to hire you, unless somebody really wants to train you from scratch. Software installation, the same thing. People will be asking you questions. Have you used these things, softwares like this, SCCM, PDQ, stuff like that? They're probably going to ask you these questions. So if you know this, I'm talking. You see, if you're hearing these two things today, SCCM, PDQ. But if you say that in the interview, these are the terms. This is what impress another IT person that is going to actually hire you. HR people are going to ask you a question. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about the customer service, stuff like that. They're not going to hire. They're not going to ask you questions, IT questions. An IT manager is going to definitely ask you these type of questions. Do you know about imaging? Do you know about Active Directory? Do you know about software deployment? Tell me something about it. Do you know any softwares? Or give me an example. Stuff like that. So you know what? Because since you are in urgent situation, I'm not going to stretch this anymore. Focus on these 4 or 5 things, and the more you have time, the more you try to finish this course. If you finish this course, of course you're at a different level then. You got so much information here that it's just gonna, this is gonna really, really help you. Now the last thing I don't want to miss is that definitely you want to go over the review, and sorry, not the review, summarizing. So summary is kind of like it's going over all of these sections quickly and kind of like talking about it. And another big thing, and this is this one right here, IT career questions and success story. If you open this, what happens is a lot of people that come to these courses, they finish it, they take their time, and then when they land a job, they come back and then they give back to the community by giving you questions. Now, one of the most important thing, right? You need questions. You see, all of these are different questions, answers, phone interview, 5 or 10 questions right here. Then you go down, then there's like 12 questions. Some of the people, like I would say almost all of these people landed a job, maybe except 1 or 2 people, but they share their questions. So try to go and Google that at the end of your learning. Try to do this, try to prepare yourself for these questions, and I will guarantee you that you are going to have a good results. So because remember, you are in that urgent situation. Now, what if you are not in the urgent situation and you really want to train? So this is actually a second question, which I'm going to make a full video on this. But for now, if you are not in that situation, I will recommend you first to take our premium membership. And the reason for that is that our focus right now is premium membership, because the reason we tell people to get premium membership is because you get resources from us, labs, courses from the partner, our courses, so many different resources, and then it makes us more, we become more of an advisor then, because we can pick and choose things for you based on, because of this, there's something that we have paid for it. So you understand that there's something that we have something to give you. Other than that, we can only tell you, okay, do this, take these videos, take these videos, whatever we have available in the free membership, we try our best to help. So, but if you want to like do this from scratch, then you would get the premium membership, and then you would actually start with this course and finish everything in that course, because everything is important in that course. So I think I answered the question for people who are in urgent situation and need to get started. So whatever I told you in this video, make sure you do that, and then go to the interview. Remember, this is not about the resume here. This is not about anything. Resume, you already done that. This is for the people who already got the job coming next week. So this is the video. And if you have any questions, if you have a different type of situation going on, comment below and I will answer. Thank you so much.